recovery process. Sometimes I get this impression, they're like, yeah, man, you know, we get it. You got clean a long time ago. You're from the past, you know, that was then, things have changed. And I try to tell them, I say, look, I'm not from the past, I'm from the future, okay? I've been where you are, and I've been where you want to go. And I've come back here in my time machine to try to give you a little bit of what I learned along the way.
I started to look around as a man in middle age, looking at other people entering recovery, where the support that existed for them on an outpatient basis really did not exist. There were no outpatient programs that offered support for family systems. There were no programs that offered support that met people who were dealing not just with family issues, but with career issues, with middle life issues, with issues associated with dealing with children, sometimes teenagers, sometimes adults. There was a lot of emotional baggage. We really wanted to be able to establish something that was special and unique, and not just address those issues, but addressed all of those issues.
New Paradigm's owner-operated, so when you come to New Paradigm, you're going to have interaction with the individuals that are fully invested in the organization. And not only that, because the owners of this organization happen to be in recovery themselves, the treatment involves what you would expect, which is, you know, addressing the symptoms of substance use disorder. But in addition to that, and really what's more important in the bigger picture, is there's a focus on recovery, on what works at having improvements in your life in the areas that matter to most of us. You know, not just the compulsion to use or the problems created by substance use, but how do we thrive in recovery? And as a whole in healthcare, we focus a lot on pathology, but not enough on recovery.
We sit down with each person that comes through our doors the first time and we meet them. And by meeting them, we're walking through everything that's going on, everything that they're looking for, so that our program can meet their needs. We're not trying to push onto anybody that comes into our program a cookie-cutter way of treatment.
We really put our whole lives into this, and we don't do it for the paycheck. We do it because our lives are recovery. I didn't have a choice. This is what I had to do this for my life. I first had to get clean and in order to be a father, to be a son. And then when I got into recovery and I just had such a passion for it, and I found what it's like to help another person, and then I found out you can do this for a living, and you can spend your days doing this and helping people, and you can bring on other people to your team that care as much as I do. Yeah, it's awesome. There's nothing else I'd rather do with my life.
When we started YTS, we truly wanted to be different in solving for your total solution to wealth management. In a time where other money managers and firms say no to solving problems, we wanted to be your trusted partner to solve as many problems for you as we can and help make your life just a little bit better.
What I believe makes our service model extremely unique is our ability to provide our advisors with the resources they need to perform at a high level. What that then allows them to do is provide their clients with an incredible client experience, provide great service, which at the end of the day is our ultimate mission.
At YTS, we strive to take a planning-first approach with our clients. We want to understand your goals and what's most important to you to help construct a roadmap that'll help you get closer to those goals. As your total solution, we want to understand everything from your taxes to your retirement plan to ensure that we're bulletproofing you against anything that life could throw at you financially.
As an advisor at YTS, I'm proud to be part of a team with the resources and expertise to address a wide range of our clients' needs, from specialized investments in retirement planning to navigating health insurance, Medicare, and personalized tax strategies. My clients in a way that no other firm could compete with.
Decades from now, when I'm measuring the success of YTS, I will point towards working to secure the lasting financial legacy of thousands of families across the country.
Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We have finally arrived here in the finals of the Virginia Conference. This is the championship of Virginia North and South. The playoffs have been far and they have been wide, and they have led here to this final match between Arlington SA and Virginia Revolution Pro on a lovely November's Eve here in Springfield, Virginia. John R. Lewis High School is the stadium. If you're in the vicinity, highly recommend coming out and checking out some top semi-professional footy. But if that is not possible, we are so glad to have you here live on DMV Sports Media on YouTube. If you know anyone who may benefit or enjoy watching this match, make sure to share the link, drop a like on the video throughout if you enjoy this. Teams the exposure they deserve. Every like contributes to our algorithm and recommends the video to more viewers, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. But enough about us, enough about DMV Sports Media. Tonight is players and Revolution Pro, Arlington SA, the two sides that have earned their way through regular season excellence and now a chance to move on to national competition. We saw Virginia Revolution, last season's champions of the DMV, as it was called back then, essentially the Virginia Conference. Now they are in a position to take on Arlington, who are the favorite tonight, and Arlington won the regular season title of the Virginia North, which was the slightly larger conference. Excuse me, Arlington and Virginia Revolution were 1 and 2 on the Virginia North, but through playoffs, Arlington got a bye into the semifinals, bypassing quarterfinal action, but had a very tough opponent in Virginia Dream. They narrowly got past Dream in a 3-2 contest last week. Virginia Revolution had to go through Los Toros in a 4-2 contest after defeating Wave FC at home in a 6-0 drubbing. But now it all comes down to these two sides here in this playoff final at John R. Lewis. I'm Noah Walker on the call. Before we get into the broadcast, we want to thank those who have made tonight's broadcast possible. On behalf of Arlington SA, we want to thank our partner sponsors, the New Paradigm Recovery. New Paradigm Recovery offers an unparalleled addiction treatment program in Northern Virginia. We provide a range of services designed to help individuals throughout the DC metro region find recovery, community, and improved quality of life. New Paradigm Recovery team members are among the most skilled and experienced behavioral health care professionals in the region. YTS Wealth Management is a full-service wealth management firm servicing clients in over 30 states. We have a personalized approach that is geared towards finding out what is important to you and strategy around that. With our team of specialists, we deliver the highest quality of services from start to finish to make sure that burden of your finances comes off your shoulders and onto ours. There are many different aspects of your financial life, which is why we have built a firm that provides the total solution to wealth management. TM17 Scouting Pro. TM17 Scouting Pro offers individual consulting services regarding every aspect of soccer, scouting days, or excellent or European academies. The programs are handpicked, offering the highest level of exercise, only to make you. And finally, El Pollo Rico, situated in Arlington, Virginia, and operating offers the highest quality Peruvian chicken in the area. Customers can savor exquisite chicken, committed to providing a high quality and convenience for its patrons. And with all our patrons, sponsors thanked, we want to move on to match kickoff here in a moment. We'll have the walkout, we'll have the anthem. Make sure to drop a like in the video. Getting more and more people in here to begin what could be a nationals run for one of these two sides. And of course, get your prediction. No hate speech of any type will be tolerated if we see it blocked and reported. But friendly banter is, of course, welcome. We will see you back here for match kickoff in. We will now rise and honor the flag with the playing of our nation's national anthem. Well, the Arlington and Virginia Revolution lineup has been made. Walkout is finished and anthem played. It's time to get into match time here on a cool November's Eve. The winds have let down. They were quite blustery earlier in the day, but it's turned into a relatively lovely evening here at John R. Lewis High School in Springfield, Virginia. The stadium is filling up with fans eager to wish their team on to a national qualifier, but it all goes through the finals here of Virginia, and it is something of a local rivalry. Virginia Revolution, Arlington SA, number 1 and 2 from the regular season, here to compete for honors, a trophy, and the continuation of a nationals path. This is a moment that every player hopes to get to at the beginning of the season, but now there's only one match, 90 minutes to separate these two as the two captains, the center backs, Nick Barona and Aaron Uribe, meet in the middle before hostilities commence. As we mentioned, share this link with all your friends. We're live on DMV Sports Media. We mentioned there's quite a crowd accruing here at John R. Lewis. It's a beautiful night for footy and so much excitement in the air as Arlington, the number 1 seed, take on Virginia Revolution. Arlington will play left to right wearing their all-blue kits with red trim. Virginia Revolution Pro will play right to left wearing their white tops, black bottoms. It looks like it's Nelson Castillo standing over the ball to get us underway. Key players to watch out for each side. Watch out for Jack Stone up top for Revolution. He's been one of the leading goal scorers all season long and has been a consistent goal threat for Arlington. Chris Barnard has been the catalyst and has lately been on the score sheet, and you see an early involvement. He's a thorn in the back of all back lines. Will keep Revolution Pro honest on this narrow field. That's another aspect to keep aware of. This is a narrow field. Virginia Revolution play their footy generally on a wide 70-plus yard pitch. Hey, if you don't mind, the camera's right here, guys, so just try to not. Yeah, thank you. We're doing the live broadcast. This one's set forward, and now all the way back to the feet of Trey Wolf. Off the ball, there's going to be a whistle going against Barnard. It was Barnard going through the back of Uribe, Barnard will complete his case, but has to be careful. He's already been involved in a couple of pieces of contact here early on, and now Virginia Revolution will have a set piece coming out of the back. Uribe elects to play short to that far touchline. It's Sebsebe back in the side. Had a injury which kept him sidelined for a portion of the season, but Revolution certainly super grateful to have him back. This is sent forward to the man, Jack Stone, unable to keep it in play. It will be a throw for the benefit of Jordan McMillan and company. Jordan McMillan, another player to watch out for Arlington. He has that long throw delivery in his arsenal, and any ball that finds its way into the final quarter, every throw just as dangerous, if not more so, than a corner kick set piece delivery, as McMillan has that cannon of a throw that can really put back lines in distress. Here's Jennings playing the midfield. Powell sends it inside, and now forward to the feet of Barnard. Barnard's elastic touch, able to hold on. Now Powell back on the ball, cuts inside, goes down. He's hold on to the ball. Not a ton of contact there, but the foul is given. Here's the early delivery into the middle. Final effort, and golazo. There it is. Arlington SA on the back of the net. What a quick delivery and quick thinking to send this one in. And inside of the first 5 minutes, it's 1-0 for Arlington. Revolution will plead their case, but this one's not coming back. It's going to be a goal to the good. McGovern is the goal scorer. Come back and look at the replay as we tag this goal onto your screen. It's difficult pill for Revolution to swallow, but swallow it they will. They have plenty of time to find an answer. Here's Uribe knocking one up the pitch. Now Stone knocks it back. McGovern gets a slight touch, but Castillo able to send it forward. There's a high boot from Wilson, but onwards we play. Here is Alexander Dexter to the near side. Russ, with the player on his back, will knock it all the way into the back line as Timoshenko knocks it all the way back to his captain. Uribe, with time and space, we'll send one up top. Stone gets a touch, but Barona is quickest to it. Now back inside for McGovern. Castillo got the clever touch. Here's Nika Costa. Back over to Castillo. Plenty of time and space for Dexter. Dexter's ball across the 18. That's a clever header there from Aspera Slavov off the delivery from Dexter, and Maxime Davis had to use every bit of his footwork to get across goal real quick. This one's flicked forward. There's a player down for Revolution, and we'll come back and take a look at the replay, but this is just going to be a throw. Another look at the replay. Draw your own conclusions there, but looks like Alexander Dexter's still down as Uribe has words with our center official. One more look at that replay, but onwards we play. Jennings will send this down the line. Falls kindly for Osifesu. Now Barnard. And McGovern sends it forward. This is really well delivered by Arlington. And Timoshenko will have to send it out wide. Clever thinking. It's over the top. This is a lot of contact. Stone bouncing from challenge to challenge. And now it is going to be a set piece right around midfield. Coach. And an opportunity for Arlington to take a breath after what was a hotly contested piece of play. Jack Stone, he is the bull in the china shop who can make problems happen up top. VA Revolution able to use that long ball to great effect, and Stone able to stick out those long limbs and get touches and use that big body. There is a challenge Going through the bat of Subsebe, it looks like that's Maddox, the guilty party, and Subsebe will put this one down for a set piece. Sent across, maybe not the best ball across, but it's really well dealt with, so no harm, no foul. Dexter will scan the field, looking for Wilson, who flicks it on, but McMillan didn't like what he saw and just has to send this upfield. It's smart with the 1-goal advantage. If you're just joining us, it's 1-0 in favor of Arlington SA. McGovern found the back of the net after a really quickly taken set piece. Capitalized on after a contentious moment in the Revolution box. Feel free to rewind if you want to get a better look for yourself. This is a good turn from Russ, and even better challenge, Miles Powell dropping back to make the challenge before this ball could be served in. But the consolation prize for Revolution is going to be a corner kick on this near side. Here's Russ. And Costa Rica is the man to take. Costa Rica's ball is a good one. Davis seemed to get a touch there, and it was a crucial touch in traffic. Now Barnard up the pitch. Unable to maintain possession. This could be a chance for Revolution to get right back down Jump Street. Tim Timoshenko smartly touches it back to his goalkeeper to restart from square one. Now Slavov, an errant touch, touched away by McGovern. Now Ronaldo da Silva will take it from here. It's lofted over the top. Dexter able to mop that up, and now Revolution will play from the back here inside of the 8th minute. It's well taken by Castillo. Stone looking to win it back. And McMillan will knock this one around for the benefit of Arlington. So a tough start for Revolution, but they've certainly responded well. That was Wilson trying to ride the challenge, couldn't keep his footing, and now Arlington winning the physical battle at the moment. It's going to be a throw after the final touch from the Revolution man for the benefit of Revolution. Alexander Dexter will take. Welcome all those to the chat. And everyone watching from wherever. This is flicked on by Stone. Jennings gets the second. McGovern now. Ball ping-pongs back and forth, and it looks like there was some extracurriculars after the fact. Jennings is down. Barona's not happy. Perhaps some frustrations. And it is going to be a yellow card for Wilson, an early yellow card inside the first 10 minutes. I didn't get a good look at that, but from the reaction of the Arlington players and the resignation from Wilson, didn't seem to be a whole lot. Of contests. Yeah, some extracurriculars from Wilson, it looks like on the replay. It will be a set piece for Ronaldo da Silva, and a chance for Arlington to commit bodies forward. Da Silva will plug this one up the pitch. Flicked on by Barnard into a dangerous area. Uribe didn't like how that was shaping up and sent it away before Revolution number one could come out to collect. Trey Wolf was off his line. Perhaps not quick enough for Captain Uribe. It will be a throw. The ever dangerous long throw delivery from Jordan McMillan. Revolution have to strap in. This is a narrow field, and McMillan's distance will easily cover this one with pace. Into the 6, back post, and up and over. Will be a goal kick to come, but at an uneasy moment for Revolution, and who will take notice. Take a look back at the replay of McMillan dumping this one across. Maddox rose well, but couldn't quite get over top of this one. Barnard applying strong pressure, making every decision difficult for Revolution at the back. Revolution have the throw, but can't keep the continuity in their possession that they may have liked. Uribe will go down the line. That's Osofesu back inside for McGovern. Ball ping-pongs around, and finally it will be given as a set piece. Revolution may not like it, but they have to be aware it was through an early set piece delivery that Arlington found the back of the goal. As Revolution pleaded their case, they did not find themselves ready. And whether you like a call or not, I've not seen a call changed once it has been made. So players have to drop back in goal side and get themselves ready, or at least put a man on the ball. Here's Barnard lifting one into the 18. It's flicked towards goal, but just wide. And Arlington continuing to knock at the door, asking all the questions right now. Revolution on the back foot. What can they find from this spell of possession? Timoshenko into the midfield. Good turn there from Stone, who bounces off the challenge. Slavov is there to pick up the pieces and sends one into a dangerous area. Here's Wilson. Wilson still going. Barona, not enough there. And Barona able to get to the spot first. So Sebe will leave this one off, and it looks like Revolution have the long throw delivery of their own. It's Aaron Uribe committing bodies up the pitch. And looking to cause some havoc in the Arlington box. Good delivery, and that's a strong claim from Maxime Davis. That is exactly what you want from your goalkeeper, coming off his line and taking some pressure off of the defenders. Went for the early distribution. No connection to be found, but Barnard was lurking. There's another look back at the delivery. Arlington defenders credit. They did a good job of clearing a path so that their goalkeeper could come off his line. Final ball trickles over the end line, and Trey Wolf and Revolution will start from the back. Our referee crew has been selected for this match based on their accreditations. And like the players, this is a match that you want to get put on, and of course they'll be assessed in their own way by trained officials, not by lay people. Based on how they do. This is Revolution sending one back into Team Timchenko. Now Subsebe goes down. This is going to be a throw from the far touchline. Subsebe takes his time to send one forward. Well, won by Costa Rica. Stone keeps it alive, but Barona mops up at the back, and Arlington will clear their lines before running out of real estate. We're going to have a throw over on that far touchline. Excuse me, this is a set piece. Subsebe puts it to ground, and we'll loft it across in order to create a different angle. Here's Uribe. Now Dexter for Castillo. It's good ball movement, but just not quick enough. Arlington able to find their way onto it. A lot of contact, but referee says it was a fair challenge on Osofesu, and now Revolution will play quick to catch Arlington off balance. That's a good turn, but Stone did not bring the ball with him. Might have had a late touch on the Arlington man. Play continues. There's still a man down for Arlington. And now Uribe will take over at the back. Looks like Arlington man back on his feet. And McMillan will put it back inside. Down the line from Wilson. And now a throw for Subsebe and company. This is pinballed around. Clever move there from Osifesu to keep it alive from the ground. Now Castillo looking for the return pass, but sniffed out well. Ronaldo da Silva bouncing off challenges. Miles Powell could not keep his balance. Now Costanica surveys the pitch. Can he find the final pass? That is not what Revolution needed, giving Arlington a chance to play from the corner with plenty of time and space. Here's Powell. Back to Jennings. And down into the middle we go. Fessu holding off the defender. Surrounded by white shirts. Did well to find an angle and just outside the range of Barnard. Revolution back from the start. Oh, that's a bad turnover. Osifesu has a window, takes the shot from range. It's just outside the fingers of Trey Wolf, but also just outside the range of that far post. Take a look at this quick replay as we tend to the medical service of the player down. Great challenge. Uribe able to put enough pressure on Osifesu to maybe put him off. It was inches. They kept that shot wide of goal, and inches that kept Arlington from doubling their advantage here in the 18th minute, and certainly a match that's lived up to its bidding. Whereas not sure what question you're asking, but onwards we play. This is a late challenge going through Dexter. The guilty party is Eric Jennings, who made an attempt, but certainly a foul and certainly an uncontrolled challenge on the ball. Let's take another look. Jennings lost control. Dexter really has taken a beating today. Still slow to get back on his feet. I hope that he's all right. Did not see a card for that one. And it looks like that is the exact matter getting addressed down here. Our fourth official hearing it from the Revolution bench. We're back underway. Good turn from Castillo. And we'll go back in order to go forward. Uribe creating enough of an angle. And pushed down by Barnard. Barnard showing the immediate yellow. That's an accumulation, and we saw it coming. Barnard, from the opening whistle, has been chipping away foul after foul. No, nothing too serious, but that is textbook accumulation caution. And now Barnard will have to be careful. He's such an important piece of this Arlington offense. He does like to play a physical style, putting pressure on the ball, but may have to take a slight edge off some of these challenges so that he can stay within the side. Certainly Arlington don't need to be going down to 10 men. Here's Costanica with the set piece delivery. Well, they're outside the 18. It's easily won by Arlington, but now will be a throw on the near side. Dexter to take. Alexander Dexter sends it down the line. Powell first to it. Ping pongs around. Now back to Tim Timoshenko. And our Revolution will again send it all the way back to Trey Wolf in order to try to create some space and some options. Here is Nika. Stanika out to Russ. Aaron Russ hasn't gotten as involved just yet as he may have wanted, but still a lot of time left. This is flicked forward. Barnard still causing issues. Tim Timoshenko has won it back. Now Nico with Barnard on his back. It's a good battle there, and that's clever from Tim Timoshenko. It's sent into the midfield. Stone gets a touch and gets a little help there from Aspera Slavov. McGovern deemed to be the guilty party. Here's another look back at the replay. This is sent out to the wide area. Uribe will find Stone. Turn from Stone, but the final pass doesn't quite connect. Uribe will have to start from scratch. Picks up a throw, knocking it off of Maddox. Now sent in the direction of Castillo, over the top. Muriaga Jaga makes the clearance, takes a piece of the man with him, and the final shot from Stone was a good one. Always rising. Excuse me, I believe that was Russ. Let's take a look back at the replay. It's a tough call to make. Take a look at this shot from Aaron Russ. Really well hit volley, always traveling, but final effort, just a little over a yard over the top of the crossbar. Muriaga Jaga, this challenge did get the ball, but took out a chunk of the man as it cleared the ball, and no foul is the verdict. Here's Russ. Running out of real estate here on the near side. Arlington will have the throw. It's flicked on by Powell. And Uribe. And goes down, was leaned on late. Certainly looks like a late challenge and something to adjudicate. The Revolution bench predictably irate. That was Chris Barnard, already in hot water, picking up a caution a moment ago. And of course, Revolution bench arguing their point. Barnard does have to be careful. I'm not making a point one way or another, but he is an important piece of this Arlington front 11, and I would hate to leave the decision up to the referee's discretion. Here is Uribe. That should be a foul, and it is whistled. Arlington feel hard done by this one. Let's take a look back at the replay. Let's see. No, certainly not a piece of the ball one. That's a clear foul without any bit of controversy. Here is Tim Timoshenko. Ooh, that's another late challenge. And the player goes down. The tension's mounting here. There's two players down, one apiece for each side, and looks like we will have a drop ball, and we'll check on both. Take a look back at the replay. Yeah, Tim Timoshenko took it around Osefesu. Osefesu clearly went through his legs. That should have been a foul. Osefesu, I think, just fell as the ball hit him. I didn't see the contact, but in any case, we're going to have a drop ball for Revolution's benefit. Yep, I don't think there was any contact from Revolution on Osefesu. It was just the pass. Timoshenko sends one over to Uribe. And into traffic. Arlington have really won this midfield at times. And here they are again. Ronaldo da Silva getting this off his foot, but Dexter steps up really well. Can't keep this one in. And again, this is a symptom of Revolution used to playing on that super wide Raven Tech pitch out in Leesburg. It's a beautiful field, but certainly you can see the American football pitch just 55 yards wide, and the the soccer footy lines just outside of that. So we are considerably under the 75 or 70 to 75 yards width of Raven Tech, and that no doubt will be affecting how Revolution play this match, the passes they make, the runs they think might be available. Justin Wilson is down. We really hope Wilson able to continue. He's such an important piece of what Revolution do. It looks like it's a shoulder injury. Might have popped this one out of the socket, and we'll let him get the attention required. Center official Charles Roberts discussing with the Revolution captain Uribe some of the earlier potential infractions. And no doubt we'll have all this added on for stoppage at the end of the half. If you're just joining us, this is the Virginia finals of the UPSL Premier. The winner of this match will advance to take on the winner of one of the Southern Conferences in the round of 32. To get an early round of 32 match, tune in live on DMV Sports Media after this one at 6 p.m. We have Bowley's Athletic hosting Capital City Islanders up north of Baltimore. Gio Monterosso and Tyler Lochte of the Big Ten Network on the call on behalf of DMV Sports Media. I'm excited to see the outcome of that one. But right now, it is all about Arlington and VA Revolution. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. Happy to have you with us. This one sent forward. Barnard finds Powell, but Uribe is there to mop up. And down the line, McMillan goes to find Miles Powell. Now Maddox. Uribe had his pocket picked, but the center official says too much contact there, and will be a set piece for Revolution. Wind, as we mentioned, is certainly a factor. Winds died down from what they were earlier today, but you saw the wind moving that ball right before Uribe hit it. Sebe unable to keep this one alive, and now McMillan will launch this down the field in the direction of Barnard. Uribe smartly marshals it out, and will be a throw for Revolution here in the 30th minute. Here comes Alexander Dexter, scanning the field. We'll have to send it back inside. Slavov gets enough of a foot to it. Return pass from Wilson, not quite what the doctor ordered. And now it's popped up for Stone, out to Russ. Aaron Russ to Castillo. This is another moment. Castillo marshaled out of the touch, and you just see it's such a factor, this narrow pitch. Arlington have mastered it, and they certainly are using their tactics to their advantage. Here's Uribe, slaloming through traffic. Ball gets through to Castillo. And now Alexander Dexter floating one up for Wilson. Oh, that's a great flick, but well backed up by Jordan McMillan. Second bite at the apple for Revolution. Here comes Costa Rica. Nika will send it back to Uribe in order to keep the possession and keep the attack alive. Possession has been important, but meaningful possession has been something that's been elusive for Revolution today. This is kept alive by Subsebe. Now Wilson floated towards the 18 and now cleared by Mudiaga Jaga for a throw. And you can predict Aaron Uribe will be getting forward to handle these responsibilities. It's a shame for Virginia Revolution that Uribe can't both deliver that long throw and be on the receiving end. He's such an important presence insofar as aerial threats for Revolution, but they'll have to pick a role, and they're going to decide that the long throw is his role. Well cleared by McGovern. Up top for Fesi Osafesu. Osafesu turns on the afterburners, and it looks like there is going to be a foul. Some extracurriculars, Uribe. Not happy about something after the play, but onwards we play. Our center official doing a good job of de-escalating that situation, and Revolution, of course, wanting to play quickly, but he's speaking to both players, and it wouldn't have been fair to allow play to continue while mid-conversation. There is another challenge from Barnard. That's a clear foul, and he's got to be careful. I don't think this is worthy of a yellow card, to be clear, but again, it just goes back to accumulation. He's already got that yellow. He had a couple of hard fouls after the yellow, and there's a lot of time left to play in this match. I think Arlington will be happy to get into the halftime. This is a player that has the warrior spirit and sees red with every challenge, but sometimes it takes the coaching staff to look from a tactical perspective and say, hey, we need you to challenge for a couple less of those just because we need to keep you on the pitch. As helpful as you are, as much as we love those challenges. This one's down the line. Sent back over. Alexander Dexter. Russ, now back to Dexter. It was a clean challenge made initially. Did win ball, but then the two players tied up. It's a tough one to adjudicate. I'm not a referee, so I'm not going to. But it did look like Dexter just kept his body shape after the ball was tackled and the two got tied up. There's Subsebe over the back line. Jennings contorting his body to make the clearance, but Slavov has won this one back for Revolution Pro. Now Dexter looking upfield. Castillo, Dexter again, and good turn from Costanica. Final ball into the Arlington box. Jennings will turn this one up into a better area for a throw. It's going to be a long throw delivery. Earn Uribe. Uribe puts this one into the 6. Good clearance from Osafesu. Excuse me, that's Mudiaga Jaga. Second bite at the apple for Revolution. Pops straight up. There's contact there, but not enough, says our center official, Chuck Roberts. And final ball off of Aaron Uribe. Taking a look. A lot of contact. Stone's arm on the back of Jennings, but perhaps not enough for the call, and good restraint. Center official allowing some of that jostling and determined that Jennings went down too easy. And it's been kind of going both ways. This one touched off of McGovern, and no, it's given and overruled by the center official to be an Arlington throw. Jennings will get the take and has Osifesu. Well won by Slavov, and the foul will go against Osifesu, who put that foot through the back of Slavov from the ground. Now Castillo needs to release it, has Slavov. Slavov loses his footing, and now it's Miles Powell slaloming through contact and through the midfield, but the final pass just wasn't good enough. Castillo over the top for Aaron Russ. Russ marking against Jennings, and now it is going to be another throw for Virginia Revolution, and quickly sent in. Castillo from range will take the strike. Well seen wide by Maxine Davis. And here is going to be a goal kick for Arlington SA. Take a look back at the replay. This one's floated across the midline. Now Dexter finding Russ. And Russ accelerates. This is great from Stone out to Slavov. And Slavov went down but wasn't giving up the ball and left it in a dangerous position. So the challenge from Ronaldo da Silva looked harsh, but that was still a ball very much in play. And that's a late challenge. It looks like the advantage is given. The referee acknowledged the foul, but also acknowledged that Revolution have an advantage, and there's the final shot. Just want to be clear, there was a hand motion from the center official, Chuck Roberts, to acknowledge the foul. There was an advantage given for Revolution to take advantage. The final shot was taken, but didn't have enough venom on it to beat Maxime Davis, and now play will continue. That is an easy yellow card right in front of the center official. Osifesu is the recipient of the yellow card. I didn't get a good look first time, but yeah, just to push through the back of Costa Nica. It's not the hardest push, but it's a clear push, and it's so clearly not a challenge, a valid challenge on the ball right in front of the referee. That's not the yellow card you want to pick up. You got to save those for more tactical fouls when you really need them. Trey Wolf will send it back across to Uribe. Sees something he likes down the pitch. Ball holds up in the wind. Jaga pulls right through the player, and no foul is called. Jaga able to make the clearance. And now Revolution will have to start from their own area. It's opportunity to send one down the line, and popped straight up by Da Silva. Back inside for Osifesu. Here comes Fesi Osifesu splitting the difference, but not beating Alexander Dexter. Slavov doesn't see anything he likes upfield. Will wait for the support of his midfield, Nica and Castillo. Now Uribe's in the fray. That's a low ball cut out by Da Silva, and now forward. Good challenge there. That's shoulder to shoulder. Costa Nica looking over the top. And here's Russ. And well dealt with by Ronaldo da Silva. It is going to be another throw for Aaron Uribe and Revolution Pro. It's been a physical match, but a really exciting one. Clearly two sides worthy of a Virginia championship final here in the UPSL Premier. Long throws have been an important aspect of this match, and we have another one here from Uribe into the 18 towards goal. Jack Stone got A strong piece of head to that one. Maxime Davis caught it out of the air. There's an Arlington player down. Looks like that is Peter Maddox, slow to his feet. We'll have to get the help of a trainer. Take a look back at this replay. Yeah, Jack Stone's so strong in the air. Clearly won the ball, but his body seemed to rattle Peter Maddox as the two collided in air. Stone winning that ball. And now will be a drop ball for Maxime Davis and Arlington SA. Whipped high into the night sky and over the top. Timoshenko will marshal this back. It's well caught by Trey Wolf. Now it's a throw on the far side. It's a good distance away from the end line, but Jordan McMillan has the power on these long throws to send one in here in the 42nd minute. Take a look at this one here at the tail end of the half. McMillan's ball, top of the 6. Uribe gets the first to it. Still pinballs around, but we're going to have a foul coming out for the benefit of Revolution Pro. It looks like Trey Wolf will take this one. So it's still just the 1-goal deficit. An early goal scored by Arlington. By McGovern after a quickly taken set piece. Oh, hold that thought. This is sent through for Aaron Russ. Russ 1v1 against Jennings. Jennings gets the better of that, but Castillo sends it across. Just enough of a challenge there from Arlington to take this away from Wilson, and now Bikal Sebe has righted the ship. Here we go. Slavov to Stone, and now a throw on the far side. Revolution marching forward. There's appeals for a foul off the ball. I didn't get a good look at it, but certainly this match escalating as we reach the tail end of this half. Lots to pay attention to for our eyes, and of course for our officiating crew down there. Done a good job, all things considered. There's Uribe. And Barona goes down. And there is going to be a caution given to Stone. Let's take a look back at the replay. Actually, I'm not sure there was a caution given. Excuse me. I apologize. In the final minutes of this first half, there's been a few players down, a few injuries and stoppages, so I do think we're going to get some additional time added on. We'll try to keep you privy of how much time is added. But for now, it's going to be a set piece from the back. Maxime Davis sending everyone long. We'll launch one into this night sky. That's a great win again from Uribe. Wilson goes down. Looks like it's going to be a minimum of 5 added minutes stoppage. And onwards we play here in the final moments of regulation with 5 to go. Arlington still holding this 1-goal lead off the back of McGovern. There's a player down. There's lots extra. Stone and Verona tied up again. Let's take a little look. So it looks like Barona was between the legs. No, okay, there it is. Barona was holding on to the leg of Jack Stone, and it had the optical illusion of making it look like Stone was kicking out. Take a look back at that replay. You'll see for yourself. Barona was very much holding on to the leg of Stone. Yeah, absolutely. That's trickery from from Barona, trying to send Jack Stone into the card book. A foul was given, but no card given, and good restraint. Honestly, officiating crew, I don't envy their position. A lot to pay attention to. We have the advantage of eagle eye, and we have the advantage of instant replay. They don't, and so it's easy for us armchair referees to call everything out up here, but there's a lot going on. This is sent forward by Jordan McMillan. Jennings, lovely skill. Jennings cranks up the shot, had all the pace, none of the direction, and goal kick to come, but clever little bit of skill from Eric Jennings, who saw his name up in lights after putting this through the wickets and then finding a shot of his own. 3 points, not a facet of this sport. Jennings will have a chance, Revolution will have a chance to answer. Here's Aspera Slavov through the mid, finds Castillo in space. Nelson Castillo looking for the run of Aaron Russ. Russ gets out of trouble, back to Dexter. Now down the line, clever challenge from Ronaldo da Silva. Now back. Oh, great little turn there. Costa Rica goes down. Da Silva the guilty party, and this is an exciting climax to this first half. This is going to be a set piece. Costa Rica to deliver. Ooh, Costa Rica's ball right into Miles Powell. So Revolution will have to find a different delivery. It's Aaron Russ down the line for Uribe. Uribe loves a good long ball. It's whipped across. Now Nelson Castillo goes down. No foul given. Here's Barnard. An early ball up for Miles Powell. And Aaron Russ covers a ton of real estate to get back. It's down the line. And another chance here for Revolution down the line. Stone sends it across early. Can't connect with Slavov. And we are back the other way. End-to-end stuff. Arlington probably have more incentive to slow this one down as they have the goal advantage. Subsebe still down after the contact with Peter Maddox. We're going to check on the down Subsebe. And Temper's at a flashpoint now. Certainly contact between the two. And it is going to be a set piece for Virginia Revolution. Another one for, well, it looks like this time Uribe to stand over. It's going to be delivery. Actually, Costa Rica will deliver. Not a lot of elevation. The intended target maybe was Uribe, and that is given as the end of the first half. Arlington leading by a score of 1-0 off an early goal. It was a alert delivery off of the set piece, sent in and quickly scored by McGovern. Since then, it's been a back-and-forth slugfest. Both sides fighting for every inch of the pitch. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. We're super excited to have you for this Virginia Finals of the UPSL Premier. Tune in for the second half here in about 10-15 minutes. Make sure to share this link with all your friends. Don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so we can bring you all the best here in semi-professional matches across the DMV and beyond. We will see you for the second half. Thanks for watching.
When we started YTS, we truly wanted to be different in solving for your total solution to wealth management. In a time where other money managers and firms say no to solving problems, we wanted to be your trusted partner to solve as many problems for you as we can and help make your life just a little bit better.
What I believe makes our service model extremely unique is our ability to provide our advisors with the resources they need to perform at a high level. What that then allows them to do is provide their clients with an incredible client experience, provide great service, which at the end of the day is our ultimate mission.
At YTS, we strive to take a planning-first approach with our clients. We want to understand your goals and what's most important to you to help construct a roadmap that'll help you get closer to those goals. As your total solution, we want to understand everything from your taxes to your retirement plan to ensure that we're bulletproofing you against anything that life could throw at you financially.
As an advisor at YTS, I'm proud to be part of a team with the resources and expertise to address a wide range of our clients' needs. From specialized investments in retirement planning to navigating health insurance, Medicare, and personalized tax strategies, YTS has helped me serve my clients in a way that no other firm could compete with.
Decades from now, when I'm measuring the success that we've achieved at YTS, I will point towards working to secure the lasting financial legacy of thousands of families across the country.
Well, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the finals of the Virginia Premier UPSL playoffs. This is a showdown between your 1 and 2 seeds from the regular season of the Virginia North Conference, who have made their way through a cross-conference playoff between North and South. Revolution, the 2 seed, Arlington, the 1 seed. It was the favorites, Arlington, who went ahead early in the match, and a goal from McGovern after a quick restart from the set piece. Since then, we've been level, but not without incidents. We've seen a few cards to notable pieces on each side. That'll be something to monitor, the foul count, the card count, as we start off underway. Arlington playing right to left, wearing all blue with red trim. Of course, Revolution playing left to right, wearing their white tops, black bottoms. Arlington will lump one forward from the feet of McGovern. Goes to Nika first to it. Ping pongs back and forth as Uribe gets under this one. Ronaldo da Silva, trapped in a corner, will lump one up. Barnard to the spot. It's back and forth. Clever little ball into the middle. And now McMillan. There's Barnard trying to thread the needle. Not enough pace to find Peter Maddox. And there's Mikhail Subsebe getting inside. Clever from Subsebe. Now back to Slavov. Dexter is there in the mix. Alexander Dexter with that acceleration of speed down the side, but there's a heavy challenge from Mudiaga Jaga. Had to be clinical, had to be right, and that was a really well-timed challenge. Take this one away from Alexander Dexter, but there is going to be a consolation prize of a throw, and certainly going to be a long throw delivery from Aaron Uribe, something that's been a major facet of the match today. For both sides, it's Uribe for Revolution, who sends it in, and this is not his finest delivery today. Ball goes errantly into the side netting. I was going to say for Revolution, it's Aaron Uribe. For Arlington, it's been Jordan McMillan with the long throw delivery. Sure to see more from both sides. This is Maxime Davis lumping it upfield. McGovern flicks it on. And now flicked forward. Barnard can't get it over the head of Aaron Uribe. Ooh, there's some contact after the ball was released. Pretty much off the ball. Subsebe sends it in quickly over to the feet of Alexander Dexter. Great quick thinking from Subsebe to switch the point of attack. And now Aaron Russ gets it inside but can't hang on to possession. Timoshenko, it's a strong back pass. Create an angle for his goalkeeper. Now it is Uribe. Ball takes a deflection. Clever touch from Castillo. Now back to Slavov. Slavov working for Stone. Slavov again out wide for Alexander Dexter. Dexter! Oh, he took the shot on. Wilson was there in a dangerous area, but took the shot on nonetheless. Great save, great hold from Maxime Davis. Oh, McMillan couldn't get out of harm's way, and now it's Jack Stone wreaking havoc, putting his body in front of that one. Welcome back to everyone as we file back in for the second half. What a match here. Coach, I love you. Cracking me up. Indeed. Maxime Davis is special, and his training is second to none. I should know. This is McGovern out wide. This one's hotly contested by Stone. Jennings sent it down the line, but Slavov was there. Welcome, Sebastian, Xavier Matthews, Daniel in 1-1, Rapizi Wasim, we got all. Oh, that was well jumped by Maddox. Maddox all by himself, though, and Revolution able to intervene. That's well called off by the Revolution #1. Here's Alexander Dexter finding Slavov. Slavov has options, and now it's Wilson back to Nelson Castillo. Castillo swamped by Boys in Blue. Well won back by Nelson Castillo. Out wide by Costa Rica. Here's Russ. Russ takes it on. It's blocked initially, and now Dexter looking for an angle. Dexter goes down, got tangled up with Eric Jennings, and this is going to be a set piece for Revolution from a good area. Take a look back at the replay. We'll call this one a corner kick plus, an extra angle and a little bit closer to frame. And it's a good opportunity for Nelson Castillo, standing over this one, to find one of their top headers. They've got Tim Timoshenko, Aaron Uribe, Jack Stone, Asper Slavov, Justin Wilson. This a dangerous front line. It's sent low, trickles across. Oh my goodness. Uribe was there at the back line, but just didn't anticipate this one coming in. Take another look at this delivery. It's a perfect ball in from Nelson Castillo. Not dealt with. Tim Timoshenko was there. I think Uribe thought Timoshenko was handling this business, and Arlington will have to fight another day. Davis's ball ping pongs back and forth. There's Kareem Garby, I believe, whistled for the handball. It will be a set piece for Revolution. Timoshenko stands over the ball. Got a great group in the chat. Did see some nonsense messages, but looks like the chat has dealt with all that. Yeah, again, it kind of applies both to the players and the referees down there. Yeah, players are going to make mistakes. Yeah, referees as well. But honestly, everyone down there on the pitch has earned the right to be down there, and there's a real game to behold. I think we're doing ourselves a disservice to focus more so on the refs than the talent. This is Nelson Castillo. Ooh, Wilson goes down. Goalkeeper certainly fouled, but the ball is in the back of the net, but it's not going to count. There is going to be a card for Subsebe for his challenge on Maxime Davis, who will need medical attention. A hot sequence of play. Take a look back at this replay. It was well flicked forward. Yeah, it's tough. I think it's more the nature of how it was challenged than going through the goalkeeper. Let's take another look back. Yeah. Put his arms up into Davis as he ran into him, which was honestly to prevent both damage to Subsebe and the goalkeeper. But when you run through with your arms through the goalkeeper, it's going to be whistled 10 out of 10 times. Taking a look back at this replay. Yeah, make contact with the head of Maxime Davis. Another reason this had to be called immediately, and certainly Davis will require some medical attention here after some hard contact. Davis really shaken up after that one, but looks like he will continue. He's such an important part of this Arlington side. Goalkeepers, unfortunately, sometimes we get some of the worst contact. Many players out there. Davis is a tough man. This one sent forward. Good win initially from Uribe. Now over the top. Here comes a great save from Maxime Davis to deny Wilson with the spread save. That is textbook. Maxime Davis gaining ground and then spreading himself wide at the outer reach of his 18. This is good as you're going to get from your number one. Take another look back at this ball. Huge spread stop from Maxime Davis, denying Wilson right after he sustained that hard injury. This one sent forward. Sent out. And down the line for Slavov. Slavov. Only a partial clearance made. Stone in a dangerous area, just absolutely swarmed by blue shirts. Ronaldo da Silva has found his way forward. This falls kindly for Barnard, who is tackled by Uribe. Uribe still going. There's something off the ball. Barnard has to be careful. There's something to be examined. Onwards we play. Slavov sends it away. Not sure who initiated that contact, but it's, again, another moment. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. I think Costa trying to fish for something. Both sides have been doing it throughout the match, trying to instigate cards for the opposition. At first looked, I thought it was something Barnard did, but I don't think at all that that's been what happened. I don't have the angle, so I'm not going to make final judgments. Maybe he did. It is going to be a throw here on the near side for Subsebe and Revolution. There's a foul on Da Silva. Another flashpoint moment. It's a simple foul. An opportunity for Revolution to send one towards the Arlington 18. Christian Mejia is the GOAT. If you're a goalkeeper and you need goalkeeping training, check out Christian Mejia. I forget the name of the business. I don't know if it's still the same business, but just go to Christian Mejia. He's the dude. He's Maxime Davis's dude. He's my dude. Ooh, it's sent in. It's through the wickets, but the offside flag has gone. Let's take a look back at this one. Ball did not find its way across the back line, but it was a really well-delivered set piece. Uribe sent it in. Davis got the partial save, and then the offside flag does go. It's going to be a set piece for Arlington coming out. This one sent forward. There comes Barnard rounding the corner away from two players. Barnard still going, gets it off his feet, over to Powell. Miles Powell tackled by Uribe, and now it will be a throw for the benefit of Revolution after the final ball touched off of Miles Powell. It's sent down the line, flicked on by Stone, who picked up a little bit of contact. This is a match that has been escalating for some time, and we still have 31 minutes plus stoppage to go. Every bit of contact, whether it's called or not, kind of puts more fuel into the fire. It has been burning for some time. I think we have more cards to go. We'll see who can avoid the dismissal. I think our officiating crew has done a really good job of calling the match, keeping the players as safe as they can, but no red cards needing to be called yet. Of course, there's plenty out there who will disagree, but thus far it's been a well-called game. Here's Jennings on the far side. Jennings will put it towards Powell. Well taken down. Kostanika gets the partial clearance. Now Subsebe will wrap his feet around it. Still going is Subsebe. It's well taken down the line. Wilson turns upfield. Ball's right on the line. Good turn from Subsebe. Now Stone Castillo. Final pass over to Wilson. Wilson goes down. It's in the mix. What a save again. Maxime Davis putting himself in the legend books as potential goalkeeper and man of the match, but still a lot of script to be written. There's another moment. Player goes down. A lot going on down there. But Revolution able to pick up the pieces. Kostanika pulled back. Will continue to play. And finally let go. Ooh, that is a hard fall off the ball. May come back for that one. We have to see, was it registered? I got so many replays I'd want to show, but I don't want to miss anything of what's happening right now. There's an Arlington man down. It looks like we will come back. Let's take a look back at this replay. Kostanika getting chipped at by Barnard, Kareem Garby, and then finally taken down by Maddox. It was a masterful save a moment ago. Here's another look at a really hard moment. Not called, but the other way. I mean, these are, I guess, consistent in that neither of them is called for either team, but it is starting to get to a point where some of these might have to be called. I've given credit to the officiating crew and their restraint. We'll see how far that restraint extends. It's a throw on the far touchline for Aaron Uribe. An opportunity for Revolution to send bodies towards the 18. Good ball, top of the 6. Barona sends it across. Stone went for the overhead kick, but connected only with the face of the Arlington defender, and certainly will be given as a high kick. There's another look at this game-breaking save from Maxime Davis. Another spread save, which is something of Davis's specialty among his well-rounded goalkeeping abilities. Sent forward by Da Silva. But first is going to be a throw here for Subsebe and Revolution. That's a hard challenge and simple foul going against Kostanika on the back of Kareem Garby. Looks like Barnard is off, and Toby Osifesu is on, so we have both Osifesus who have come on. First Barnard, a job well done in there, and I think he's given his all for his side. It's surprising to see Barnard come off, but when you think about the yellow card he has and the amount of fouls he's committed, I think it's a logical play for this Arlington coaching staff, who just absolutely cannot afford to see any player sent off, much less Barnard. Should they go through to the next round of 32, they would absolutely need to have Barnard in the repertoire. I don't think there's too much to be thought beyond tonight. Both sides need to win tonight, and then they think that Osefesu will give them that chance. This is tipped wide and shielded out. It is going to be a corner kick. Well said, Xavier Matthews. I think that even goes more so to the point of well done by the Arlington staff. You can't ask a player like Chris Barnard to play differently. He's got that warrior spirit, and he's going to go in for challenges every time. And may miss some, so I think it's good, smart play by the Arlington staff to take him off. That's what makes him so good, is his mentality. He's not going to change that. This is going to be throw on the far side. Here's McGovern. McGovern with the strike. Well blocked. Revolution dropping bodies goal side to deal with the threat. It's a great crowd has assembled tonight. I think it's a few hundred people. Definitely the best crowd I've seen all UPSL season. A Revolution crowd making their way out here. A ton of Arlington fans. As we mentioned earlier, the long throw has been the tactic of the night from both sides. Here it's sent towards the 6. Ball bobbles around. Shouts for handball. Slavov gets it out. And it is 2 off-the-ball incidents. Barona pushed off after he pushed Castillo. Take a look back at the replay. Both sides trying at their very best to stir up some controversy. As Barona comes in, pushes Castillo, and then there's a little chippiness from Castillo through the back of Barona. It's a great game down here, and I think it's time for the next sequence. I think it's just the one goal in it. We're going to see more fireworks as this one goes on. De Silva dumps this upfield. Here's Toby Osefesu reading the bounce and bringing it back towards the Arlington side. De Silva down the line. Well done by Subsebe, but Arlington still moving. McGovern finds De Silva. De Silva off the ball. McGovern. Now Garby. And second ball well won by Kareem Garby. Here's Powell. There was a moment that opened up for him, but that moment has since closed. Sent in. Oh, goalkeeper spreads a little early there. Trey Wolf went to ground, but thankfully for Revolution, didn't go through the back of the player. Here is De Silva looking to get a shot off. Sent back across. Diving header from Timoshenko and away from Slavov. Avoiding what could have been disaster at the back for Revolution. Jordan McMillan has been all up and down the pitch tonight. Huge piece of this Arlington side. Was quickly sent away. Excuse me. That long throw caught me by surprise, but no harm, no foul. It's just a goal kick for the benefit of Revolution here in the 70th minute. About 20 minutes left to play. Wolf and Uribe playing short ball out. And now Uribe will dump it down the field for Jack Stone. It's been a battle all day. Stone and Barona going at it. Yeah, absolutely. He is a tank. He's been a huge addition. Stone will get addressed by Chuck Roberts, our center official. Quick sent in by Aaron Uribe. Alexander Dexter puts it into the mix. Now away from Jennings, and Dexter will put it down the line. Jennings marshals it out. And it'll be a throw for Arlington. My thoughts exactly, Xavier. I think we're on the same wavelength. There's absolutely no doubt for either side whenever it gets into like the final third, both teams just long throw. There's a lot of talent in both sides, make no mistake. But yeah, the long throw. When you're on a high school field that's barely 60 yards wide, maybe not even, I think that it's a completely valid tactic. It doesn't matter how the ball gets in the back of the net. Every goal counts the same. Long throws or ticky-tacky build up from goalkeeper touching every player twice. It's the same amount of goal count when it crosses that line. This one's sent across the middle. Barona to McGovern. Down the line, Castillo, clever to win the throw. And it looks like Russ will step up. Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more, Mr. Bernard. Really well sent down the line. Osifesu has an overlapping run, but we'll send it back inside. No, we'll cut it back. That's a strong challenge from Uribe, but Garby's still going. Shouts for a handball, but the hand was at the side. Well done to do the no call. There was no extended arm from that range. It's just not a call that needs to be made. Here is Barnard Wilson, and an easy claim for Maxime Davis. There's contact there. Wilson went down, but not enough, and Arlington will build from the back. Here's Garby. Flicked up. It's a good challenge, but finally won by Aaron Russ. Now Slavov. It looks like Arlington will make another switch. On comes number 13. That is Zawancha, replacing Peter Maddox. Zawancha, we've seen some real accolades from him up top for Arlington. Now will step on to bring his experience and physicality, in addition to that skill he's become famous for over the years. Coming off the bench, Jennings. Now Russ, hotly contested by Osifesu. Russ bounces off the challenge, but it is going to be given as a foul. This is over the top and down. Kostanika. Back to Uribe, Revolution. Shot taken and wide. It took a deflection. And it is going to be a corner kick after the deflection took it over the end line. Cesar Castro, who has entered the fray for Revolution, but it's Costa Rica who will take this kick. This is sent low and bounce off the line. Barona makes the clearance. Alexander Dexter to Nika. Now Osafesu looking to thread the needle, but your Mr. Uribe, the captain, always in the right place at the right time. Wolf sends it forward. Jennings right back in kind. No connection to be found. Timoshenko able to get there first. Here comes Russ looking to thread the needle. Has found Castro in a seam, but Jordan McMillan is there. Now down the line, it's another ball deflected out. This is actually the Virginia UPSL. They switched the naming of the conference. In the north, in Maryland, it's called the DMV North Conference. That one is wrapped up. Bowley's Athletic crowned the champions last week after defeating Bridgeport 2-1. But right now, Bowley's hosting Cap City Islanders from Harrisburg in the round of 32 UPSL conference and the Nationals. Live on DMV Sports Media. You can catch Gio Monterosso and Tyler Lactio on that one, but I don't think anyone's going to want to leave this one. This is a hotly fought game. Looks like Costa Rica has won the set piece. And now the Arlington bench has won a yellow card for dissent. It's Coach Philip Venk picking it up. Take a look back at the replay. Ronaldo da Silva going through the back of Nika. Crumbled under the pressure, and now looks like Uribe will send it forward. Moving ball upfield, won by McGovern. Good save from the ball boy out there to keep that one from going into play. Now Kareem Garby will send it down the middle. Here comes Miles Powell. Powell still going, has escaped one challenge. Can he get this one off? There's a lot of contact. The shoulder to shoulder has won the ball. Referee says no, and onwards we play. Uribe. Enough to win this one with the shoulder to shoulder. We'll come back and look at the replay, no doubt, but now it's a hotly contested ball up top. Costa Rica gonna get the card for his challenge on McMillan.
That's a red card! That's a red card!
A lot of officials in the stands tonight. It's a well-called yellow card. It's overzealous challenge from Costa Rica. No more than the yellow given. It's well officiated. Now take a look at the challenge down on the other end. Uribe did well to wait and get to a good position. It's a lot of force, but I think the important thing was did not go through the back of Powell, but I'll reserve judgments on that one. I'm not a trained official. The referee did have a good look at that one. McGovern will send this across the 18. Here is Revolution playing down this near side. Wilson has his pocket picked. McMullen now Osafesu. Onwards we play. Lovely skill. These sides exchanging blows. This is what it's all about. Here's Slavov into Nelson Castillo, switching the point of attack with ease. Cesar Castro has created a little bit of width here. Castro pulls it back. Jennings wins the ball, but at the expense of a set piece. Here is the foul. There's a committee standing over this one. Uribe, Costa Rica, Nilser Castillo.
He's like putting his hands on him and pushing him, but that's okay. That's the fourth time you're talking to him, sir. And there's no card. Fourth time you're talking to him.
Some extracurriculars going on down there. Zwancha stirring up the pot. Costa Rica pushing Zwancha back, and I think both sides equally at fault. There are no innocent parties down there on the pitch. At long last, we'll have an opportunity to see a delivery here. It's Nilser Castillo to send one into the 18. Well risen, Uribe. The ball had risen up and over. And this is going to be a set piece coming out. I believe this is given as offside. Maxime Davis will plug this up the field. We've entered the final 10 minutes. We're here in the 82nd minute. Arlington still holding their lead from the early portion of play. Here comes Zwancha, pocket picked by Costa Rica. Nika still going. Now it's Toby Osefesu down Jump Street, has found Zwancha. Clever from Zwancha. A lot of white shirts there. He goes down. And again, no call. It's going to be a goal kick here for Trey Wolf and company. Wolf sends it down the pitch. Mellon. Now out wide for Zwancha. Zwancha will run, but runs out of options, and now Uribe will turn it back the other way. Good turn here from Castillo. Slavov to carry, and will push through the contact, but runs out of real estate. That's a great challenge here on the near side from Kareem Garbi. We're going to see a late substitution here for VA Revolution. That's Sanasi Emre Deniz stepping on, replacing Aaron Russ. Wilson is also off. Looks like Boateng is on for VA Revolution. This is sent down the line. Well challenged there. Ooh, it's shielded back by Aaron Uribe into the waiting arms of Trey Wolf. Wolf will bump one up the pitch. And Stone has come out of the mix. Now down the line we go. Castro cuts it back. Has options in the middle, but will wait. That's a little too much from Castro. And needs to get rid of this one. Castro through the contact. There's something off the ball. Baruna fouling Castro over on that far touchline. A clear obstruction there. It's been a great game, and it'd be cool to see fans actually watching the game as opposed to only focusing on the referee. But I don't think we'll see that in this country. We just don't have the ability. Here is a flashpoint. Mudiaga Jaga and Timoshenko coming together. There is a moment to adjudicate. We got it on the instant replay. Let's take a look back at it. At the end of the day, the referee is calling the game. Players are accountable for their actions, no matter how much the fans will say otherwise. And I think the refs have done a great job. At the end of the day, if players want to act a fool and take this game out of the character to what it is, then that is going to be how any game goes, no matter what referee. I think there's been a mischaracterization of what it means to control a game. And I think we've had a well-officiated game at the end of the day. Again, everyone's responsible for their own decisions. But that's just me. I've always been a fan of personal accountability. Others have different outlooks on it. Here comes Aaron Uribe to send in the throw. It's sent towards the top of the 6. Well sent away by Barona. Like straight up. Slavov keeps it alive. It's still in the mix. It's off the top of the crossbar. Maxime Davis goes in well. Good claim from Maxime Davis through the contact. And now Arlington will build up. Here's Wancha. Good bounce back to the feet as Wancha still going. Sent up top. Here comes the long throw delivery from Jordan McMillan. You can guess where this is going. Top of the 6. Uribe has won it. Needs a bit of additional clearance. We're into the 88th minute. Just about 3 minutes left to play. Plus whatever stoppage is given. Arlington still on the front foot. Castro somehow won the throw. It looked like it came off the foot of Castro, but instead it's back in the mix. Zagiaga sends it forward. Now it's a battle. Well won at the expense of a set piece. Wolf pushing everyone forward. It looks like instead Timoshenko and Uribe will stand over this one. Shoot, I'm not talking about accountability in footy. I'm just talking about life. This one's sent forward by Arlington. A lot of opportunity here to make something happen, but can't get it over the towering head of Aaron Uribe. Now it's pushed out wide for Stone. Stone and Mujiaga come together, but it's given as a throw for the benefit of Arlington. I love engaging with y'all. There's always some fun back and forth, as long as we keep it respectful and respect the players and officials down there to the level we should respect any human, then I'm cool with it. This is a great early ball. Here comes Osefesu. Another challenge comes in from Uribe. Revolution, they're still just a goal behind. They've gotten spread out and extended, but Arlington have not closed the deal. They haven't found the nail in the coffin. There is the flashpoint. That is certainly going to be a card for Jack Stone. There is another card for Stone, or excuse me, a first for Stone. There was an inflammatory point. There's some extracurriculars, certainly. Here's Alexander Dexter on the far touchline. Gonna take the throw.
Time! We got to hold the time!
McMillan getting the medical treatment here on the near side, so we will add some stoppage for the injury time. And it looks like at long last, Rick Millen comes off. And on comes Adam Abdullawi. Lock things down for Arlington here in the final minutes of play. We're into stoppage time. Got an indication on how much time has been added, but Jennings will send this up the pitch. Forward. There's a lot saying that should have been an easy red card, and I understand the thought, but the threshold for a red card has been incredibly high for both sides this match, so just keep that in mind as you cast your judgments, whether that's right or wrong. There's been players on both sides that in other circumstances could very easily have been sent off, including but not limited to Barnard and a few others. This one sent forward by Uribe. Just pops straight up. Maxime Davis comes forward and will collect in traffic. Not an easy moment for Davis, but he found the ball and now will send it forward. Abdullawi gets past Boateng. Here comes Arlington. The pass made just in time for Zwancha. Kept on side. Now sends an early ball in. A little too direct into the waiting arms of Trey Wolf. Sent forward by Abdullawi. That's perfect ball insofar as Arlington just want to maintain possession. Ooh, Miles Powell has to keep it. There it is. Osefesu to Garby. Garby over to Zwancha. Either attack the goal or go to the corner. You don't need to lose it here. Falls Garby now. Revolution able to get forward. That's exactly the opposite of what Arlington want. It's down the line for Castro, but again, running out of real estate, playing right into Arlington's benefit. Jennings will have the throw on the far side as time ticks down. And a well-orchestrated plan from Arlington. It all came down to that early set piece that Arlington sent in quickly. Caught Revolution unaware, still arguing their point. And whether it was or wasn't a foul, you have to be ready for the next play. Kept alive by Boateng. Costa Rica slaloms one player. Can he send it in? Great step from Barona. And now upfield goes Kareem Garby. Garby finding that pocket of space and switches the point of attack. Osefesu has to get past Alexander Dexter. Here comes Osefesu. It's in the middle for Miles Powell. Golazo! And that is the nail in the coffin for Arlington SA. It's 2-0. Lights, camera, action. Cutscene. That is Miles Powell's goal. That is Arlington's win. 3 points will go to the home side here. elation for the Arlington-based side, and they will represent Virginia here in the UPSL round of 32. Congratulations to Arlington here in the dying minutes with a second goal. Take a look at the replay. Osefesu, great work to get inside of Alexander Dexter and find Miles Powell. I have no idea how much time has been given, but certainly the chances are very dim right now. Revolution haven't given up. They'll send it back across. There's Alexander Dexter, back to Trey Wolf. Will serve as the fulcrum point. Ooh! Oh no! There is catastrophic moment. Miles Powell sends it in and has scored another go-ahead goal. I think the game was already win, but Miles Powell making sure there is no doubt he's got a brace to add to McGovern's goal. And Arlington certainly let's take a look back at the replay. It's disappointing for Trey Wolf, who's had an otherwise great performance, or at least a fine performance, has been so instrumental throughout the season. It's certainly a moment of elation, but you do fear that this could turn into an ugly moment after the match. There's been a lot of hot tempers, and yeah, that's a tough moment for Trey Wolf. Again, you go back and look at all the tape from the season. Trey Wolf has been such an important part of Revolution getting to this point. He's had some huge stops, and even more than that, he's usually been clinical as a player, as an 11th option passing from the back, but just a moment where he felt he had to do too much and made a mistake. Giuseppe Melli stepping on for the final minutes. And that is going to be your final whistle. Arlington win as 3-0. This game really was a 1-0 game for the duration. Arlington Revolution as close as you like, but and congratulations. First goal from McGovern, the latter two from Miles Powell to seal the deal here in the Virginia UPSL North Finals. Congratulations to both sides. Huge shout out to the man of the match. It has to be Maxime Davis. Spread save after spread save to keep the deficit manageable and earn the clean sheet. Just there was no way into goal tonight for Revolution for all the chances created, and that certainly was the difference. When you see a goalkeeper making those kind of saves time and again, it has to play a mental game, and certainly Revolution will feel hard done for a bunch of reasons, but Maxime Davis has to be at the forefront. A lot has been said about referees, etc., but I think it's a disservice to the players and tactics and execution down there on the pitch. Congratulations to both teams. Revolution, their journey ends here tonight, but we look forward to seeing them next season. We're looking for partner sponsors to make live broadcasting with Revolution a possibility next season. So if you are a Revolution fan, want to see more games on DMV Sports Media, whether you don't like listening to me, we'll get someone else to do it. We'd love to have Revolution games. They're a class club, and we hope to have them on the channel. If you have a local business and want to increase your visibility, let us know. But Arlington, they are going to move on to the next round. Arlington, of course, also looking for partner sponsors. So another club, if you have a local business, I'd love to put you in contact with them and see how they can help and get involved with the broadcasting. But right now, it's all about Arlington SA's championship win here. Congratulations. Ecstasy, well-deserved. There's Barnard. He didn't get to play the whole match today, but he did his part and cheered his team on from the bench. There is my man of the match, Maxime Davis. An absolutely legendary performance. Some of the saves, I mean, maybe it's my goalkeeper bias, but I mean, someone tell me. I'm not being biased. He actually was otherworldly today. I think that even a field player could admit Maxime Davis truly different. Miles Powell, credit to him sealing the deal at the end. McGovern with the goal in the beginning. Barnard, Nick Barona, another piece. Of course, a lot of players that have to get shout outs. Jordan McGovern, a huge piece. Jaga on the outside. Jennings. Thanks for joining us here on DMV Sports Media. It's been a great chat today. Honestly, I appreciate all of you, Coach Xavier, Will, Mr. King. Too many names to count. Well, I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. As much as I'd love to stick around and celebrate, I am going to have to move over and do our final match of the day over at Langley High School. It's the semifinals, the Gian Hawks and World Class Premier over in the American Premier League. It'll be my fourth match of the day. Thanks for those who have tuned in for the duration. You can catch the end of the round of 32 UPSL match. Bowley's Quarter hosting Cap City Islanders from Harrisburg up in Bowley's Quarter, Maryland, north of Baltimore, hosting the Harrisburg team with Gio Monterosso and Tyler Lochte on the call. But congratulations to Arlington SA, who are your UPSL Virginia champions.